and thank you for your interest in client loyalty. This video will provide a brief demo and overview of client loyalty. If interested, we highly suggest you contact us for a much deeper orientation and demonstration of client loyalty software and solutions. Client Loyalty is an extended enterprise relationship management software company. We use analytics to help bring buyers and suppliers together to reduce risk and grow opportunities together. Our system can integrate by providing various forms of feedback collected from KPIs, direct feedback from your partners, and social sentiment. In addition, you can share information with your partner, but you can also keep confidential or sensitive information out of the partner view. At the end of the day, Client Loyalty streamlines disparate relationship management data and processes by bringing it together in one central place. Client Loyalty is about smarter relationship management. If you are a supplier and you have many clients that you're trying to manage and optimize, you're looking to retain those clients over time, manage relationships to empower you when there's a problem, and to grow the business when you're doing well. If you are a procurement person, a supplier manager, or someone who buys from the suppliers, you're looking to reduce risk and switching cost. You're looking for accountability out of your vendor or supplier, and you want to do that in a way that fosters improvement and growth and collaboration. So at the end of the day, there is both risk and reward to the supplier and buyer, and client loyalty can be used by both parties to optimize the relationship, identify risk, and look for areas of growth. Client loyalty is built upon fundamental methodologies that have been proven over time from future-forward organizations and world-class companies in their business process management and relationship management. These include methodologies like Net Promoter, Six Sigma, predictive analytics, and benchmarking, which are the foundation of client loyalty. Client loyalty's data model is simple yet powerful. We collect 3 types of data and put them together to help understand the health of a partner relationship. One piece of data we collect is experience data. This is direct feedback from your organization and from your partner organization. The second piece of data is reputation. This is marketplace sentiment from news and social sources on suppliers. The third piece of data is performance. These are operational metrics you can input or import into the system and compare against goal. Taken as a whole, these form a loyalty index, which can help you understand whether or not you have a strong relationship poised for growth or an ailing relationship that's at risk. Now let's take a quick look at the client loyalty system online. When you go to client loyalty, there are 3 report out tools within the system. We'll discuss those in a moment, but let's talk about how data is collected. Direct feedback is collected through automation or manual email sends. Anybody will be able to click a link and answer a question so that you within your organization can get feedback from people who work closely with the business partner. You can answer a question, mark it anonymous, move to the next screen, answer a series of attributes, put in comments, even a video, and hit submit. You can do the same thing for your business partners. They can provide feedback on you and how supportive you are as the client in the relationship. Again, same thing, entering information, providing feedback. Key performance indicators can be imported from feeder systems, but they can also be sent out in an automated fashion to the stakeholders most responsible for managing those key metrics. In this particular case, I'm looking at time to resolve an inquiry, and I can do so for a period of time. I can put in my actual result and the source of the metric and submit. The data is then collected. That data then shows up on these report out tools. The home page is the heartbeat of the system. It basically helps you understand the direct feedback, the sentiment, and the key performance indicators that are collected one by one. It's an infinite scroll of information and forms a pulse of your data. Anytime you see a face, it represents direct feedback. Green is good, yellow is so-so, and red is poor. Anytime you see an arrow, it represents key performance metrics. Red is underperforming, yellow would be at goal, and green would be above goal. Sentiment is indicated by comment icons. Yellow represents neutral sentiment in the marketplace around the supplier. green represents positive sentiment in the marketplace around the supplier, and red would be negative. At the top, there are some easy filters, so you can filter in and out data that you would like, and you can also tag any particular partnership to a category, and then you can filter by the category that is of most interest to you. If I select that, the system then is now only limited to the relationships that are in this particular group. The dashboard is an area where you see aggregate information. So if I'm looking at a group or a subset of my partners, which are these organizations, I can see them here in aggregate, and in addition, I can look at them in a quad graph and in a trend format. Aside from that, I can go to the individual relationships themselves, which you see here. I can look at them in total together and compare, so I can prioritize my limited resources for relationship management, or I can dive into a particular relationship that I'd like to see. With this page, you're able to go and look at the data collected by performance, experience, and reputation. We convert all the data that's collected to a common metric so that you can account for it taken as a whole, but we do allow you to drill into each area. For example, key performance metrics, trends in those metrics, recent results for those metrics. The same thing applies to the experience data. This is all the direct feedback. You can see it as a whole, but you can also drill into the individual pieces that make up that, their attributes, and then the one-by-one feedback. Social sentiment is similar as well when you look at that data. We break apart sentiment into actual social, which is things like Twitter, and news sources, things like Wall Street Journal or New York Times, and you can see how the supplier is faring in those forms of media. You can look at the information by source, you can look at the trends, and you can look at it broken out into a pie chart format. You can also choose to share information with your partner, be it a client or a supplier. You do that through a data sharing format here, where you pick what you want to share with your partner, and you can share it with them. You can always see what you're sharing with your partner by turning on the partner view, and by doing so, the data will adjust to the subset of data that is non-sensitive and non-confidential that you're choosing to share online with your business partner. In addition, you can create action plans to stimulate positive change. So, for example, I have a cost savings action plan, and here I'm looking to stimulate change in cost savings. So I can identify an owner of the plan, create tasks for the plan, time frame the plan, and begin to work on a plan that is linked to this particular performance measure, so that hopefully over time it moves from being underperforming in red to being achieving an above goal in green. Action plans are there to help you do more with your data positively once you start to see data is not where you want it to be. That's a quick overview of the client loyalty system taken as a whole. If you would like more information or for a much more in-depth demo, we suggest you contact us at info@clientloyalty.com. Thank you very much, and thanks again for your interest in client loyalty.